Hi everyone, this is Donny Lowy from CloseoutExplosion.com. Today I'd like to discuss with you how to determine how much to charge for your wholesale and closeout merchandise. For starters, when pricing your wholesale and closeout merchandise, you want to make sure that you're covering all your costs, including giving yourself a good enough profit margin to make money. If you're going to be selling wholesale and closeout merchandise, then you want to make sure that you are establishing a profit margin that actually is going to help you make more money than if you simply had a job or if you're another business. While the wholesale and closeout business is very lucrative, it can also be very challenging. So make sure you're working on enough of a profit margin to make your business worthwhile. Now, in order to be able to establish enough of a profit margin, you need to buy your merchandise at a below wholesale price and at a true closeout price. At my warehouse, CloseoutExplosion.com, I sell a lot of merchandise at below wholesale prices, at closeout prices, at liquidation prices, and hopefully that gives enough of a margin to my wholesale and retail buyers to make money when they resell their merchandise. Otherwise, they're not going to come back to me. And I do want them to come back. I'd like to have a long-term relationship with them, so I give them a very low wholesale and closeout price. And that's something you need to keep in mind as well. If you're going to be selling your merchandise to wholesalers or to retailers that are going to need themselves to make money, you might want to sacrifice some of your profit margin to help them make money so that they'll become repeat buyers. My attitude is, I would prefer to have long-term repeat business than a one-time sale at a higher margin. So while I determine how much to charge for my clothing and for my handbags and for my shoes and for the other items that I carry, I make sure to pick a price that will allow my customers to have the potential for making money. There's no way for me to guarantee if my customers will make money. There's no way for me to know if they're not going to lose money. But what I can do is I can give them a very good below wholesale and closeout price to give them the opportunity to have a very strong profit margin. And of course, the actual profit or the lack of profit is going to be dependent on them and on many different factors that every business encounters, whether it's a sales environment, economy, customer tastes, and so on. Now, when determining your actual cost, factor in costs such as any employees you might have, the rent, advertising costs, your transportation cost, and other miscellaneous expenses, whether it's an expense such as buying toner for your copy machine or buying a camera to take pictures of your items. Now, those costs can definitely add up, but if you're buying merchandise at a low enough price and selling it at a high enough price, you can still make money in the wholesale and closeout business. When determining how much to sell your merchandise for, you want to research your local marketplace and see how much are other retailers charging for those items. Now, when you do determine the price, so you want to look at the retailers that your customers are actually shopping at. Imagine you buy a suit for my warehouse at $39 and it's a Tahari suit. There might be a retailer selling that suit for $50, but that retailer is located in a different state and your customers are not going to travel to that state. And let's say all the stores in your state charge for that suit $80. That means that you can either charge $80 for the suit or you can charge less than $80 but still charge more than $50 for that suit. The key is to see how much are retailers in the vicinity of where your customers shop, how much are they charging for those suits. If your customers shop online, then look at the websites that they shop at and see how much do those websites charge for those suits, and then you could sell them for either the same price or below that price. The reason I say the same price is because customers don't always shop based on price. They also shop based on customer service, delivery times, and other factors such as convenience. So there might be two retailers charging the same price, but if one retailer is closer to the customer, then the customer is going to want to shop by that retailer. So as you can see, there are many factors, and I definitely recommend that you visit my warehouse I do need to get a cup of water, so I'm going to end this video now. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please call me or send me an email. My website is closeoutexplosion.com. Have a great